Hello, everybody. What's going on? This is Andrew, and today is the day that we've been waiting for, at least for the last month or so. If you're a fan of Magic, then you should be quite excited for Strixhaven. Strixhaven is the Magic world, all based on a school for mages to come and learn their stuff. And the set just released today. I haven't played with any of these cards at all. I have listened to limited resources, and that's it. So I'm going to jump into a draft. Pretty, pretty new. I want to record my first draft, see how it does, and then maybe as we get later on in the draft format, we can come back and reevaluate how I'm evaluating these cards right now. But we're gonna jump straight in to a best of one draft on Magic Arena. Yeah, like I said, this set is based on the school of Strixhaven, which has which focuses on five of the color pairs. It's the enemy color pairs, so red, white, green, black, blue, red, blue, green, and which one? Which one am I forgetting? White, black. Each one is a school or a college from Strixhaven. And yeah, we're just going to jump right in here. So, our rare is blue red land. This cycle of lands completes the cycle of lands that was in Shadows over Innistrad from a couple years ago. Lands are good. I'm not going to first pick it. Every pack will have a Mystical Archive card. Revitalize, I'm not interested in first picking. I think Master Symmetrist is probably the best card in this pack. Bayou Groff is good. The lands, I love these lands. Lessons are also cool. I'll talk about lessons here in a second. But Master Symmetrist is a 4-mana 4/4 reach trample, basically, is what this says. And it leaves us pretty open to go into either green school. So we're going to pick Master Symmetrist. So, lessons. Lessons are cards that exist in your sideboard, and if you play a card that says Learn, do I have any in this pack? No. If you play a card that says Learn, you can draw a lesson from your sideboard. So this card doesn't need to be in your main deck; it can sit in your sideboard. So let's see. We have Master Symmetrist. So we'd like to be green, blue, or green, black. Needlehorn Drake is a totally fine card. Witherbloom Pledge Mage. And this guy's okay. Mage Hunter's Onslaught, I'm pretty interested in. It's just a decent black removal spell. Mentor's Guidance is pretty easy to turn into a better divination. Resculpt, this might be okay. Just for sure. I think I'm just going to take the black removal spell. Maybe we'll be green-black here. And maybe not. I'm not super pigeonholed into anything right here. Thrill of Possibility. These cards are awesome, aren't they? These cards are so cool. Practical Research. 5 mana, draw 4, discard 2 unless you discard an instant or sorcery. Powerful effect. Quandrix Apprentice. 2 mana, 2/2 with Magecraft. Magecraft is one of the new abilities in this set. It says whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, do a thing. In this case, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and then you can get a land from among them and put it into your hand. It's a really powerful effect. Lash of Malice might just be my pick here, though. Oh, there's another Mage Hunter's Onslaught. I might just take that. Reckless Amplimancer is a totally fine card. 2 mana, 2/2 that gets better as the game goes along. Pest Summoning is definitely a card I want some of. You make 2 1/1s that when they die, they gain a life. But I'm going to try to pick these up later. For now, I'm just going to take the removal spell. Just totally fine. I'd play a Lash of Malice or 2, for sure. Ooh, Brackish Trudge is nice. 3 mana 4/2 that enters tapped, but then you can return it to your hand. This card's good. This thing can copy things. It's a little slow, but it's kind of powerful. Let's see, what else am I looking at? Infuse with Vitality. you can give a creature Death Touch, and then when it dies this turn, it comes back tapped. So you can like redo enters the battlefield effects or trade like a cheap creature in combat. Eureka Moment's pretty powerful. Draw 2, put a land into play. Environmental Sciences is good too. And the Campus, obviously, these are really powerful. I think I'm just going to take the Trudge, though. This is kind of a premium creature that is good early and good late. And I don't know that I'm green-black yet, right? I could ditch the Master Symmetrist and just be black-white, potentially. Mage Hunter's good. It kind of punishes your opponent for casting spells, and it's a 4-mana 3/4. Access Tunnel, I'm iffy on. I'm not going to pick this card highly quite yet. 4-mana 3/3 Trample Lifelink is fine. But if I'm picking a 4-drop out of this pack, which it looks like I am, I'm going to take the 4-mana 3/4 with Anti-Magecraft, basically. Other cards here. This card's a lot better than most cards like this are. And then the summonings. There's a summoning for every school, and the summonings are pretty good. So let's see. We've got Village Rites. Might be really good in our black-green deck with a bunch of pests, potentially. Team Pennant is powerful if you have enough creature tokens also. Expel's fine. I'm actually surprised to see this card still in the pack. Some red-white cards, which are fine. Both of these cards are fine, but we're not in those colors. Quandrix Pledge Mage is nice. I think we're just going to take this Village Rites. I could see this being really nice for us. Negate, okay. Fractal Summoning. Arrogant Poet. Arrogant Poet's interesting. Yeah, I don't want to solve the equation. I might just take this Fractal Summoning for the sideboard. This is a totally fine thing to learn. Or I take the Arrogant Poet. Yeah, I'll stay on the black train for now. I'll take the Arrogant Poet and just keep cutting black. Okay, so here is where I'm going to take my first lesson, I think, because I'm not going to take Strategic Planning, but I will take Introduction to Prophecy. This is just going to go on my sideboard, and if I ever get to learn, I get to draw a 3-mana Preordain, which is really powerful. Yep, so that is going in my sideboard where it belongs. This is my first pack. Bayou Graph is nice. I'm going to take the Bayou Graph and see if I can move into green-black. This is a 2-mana 5/4. I know you need to sacrifice a creature, but in theory, the black-green deck will have plenty of creatures sitting around to sacrifice. Environmental Sciences is fine, too. But I'm going to take the Graph. Not a lot here for us. I'll take the Professor's Warning and not play it for now. Mentor's Guidance is powerful. This card's good, but I'm not gonna be playing it in this deck. Ooh, Lash of Malice is still here? Yes, please. I guess I'll take the Tangle Trap. I'm not playing any of these cards. The Pillar Drop Warden is better than it looks. Nothing here either. I think Defend the Campus is better than it looks. Usually, no one's playing red-white, I guess. A 3-mana 3/3 in a red-white deck is very good. And then just being able to scry sometimes is fine. But yeah, Defend the Campus, usually playing too many of these cards that destroy target creature with power or toughness 4 or greater isn't great. But since you can just sometimes pump the team also, it's better than it looks. Okay, well, obviously Magma Opus is a very powerful card, but I'm very far away from playing it. So I'm not looking to play Magma Opus in this deck, unfortunately. I think I'll make somebody else very happy. Brackish Trudge, again, I'd be happy with another one of these. Mortality Spear. 3 mana, destroy any non-land permanent, instant speed, and it costs 2 less to cast if you gain life this turn. In theory, I should be picking up some ways to make pests this pack, which would make this just cost 2 mana, which is great. So this is going to be my pick. Sad to see Magma Opus go, but I'm kind of solidifying myself into green-black here. And what do I get from it? Nothing here, really. Shock, start from scratch isn't great, but it is a lesson. We're not playing Zimone. Professor of Zoomancy. You know what? This kid's fine. A 4 mana 4/3 that makes a pest. I think I'll take the Professor and then look to wield the Lash of Malice again. Could use a couple more cheap creatures, but I'm hoping we'll fill those out later. I don't see any reason to take anything else yet. Lots of 4-drops so far, but Campus Guide is fine. You'll play this, but since it puts a land on top of your deck, it's not really what you want to be doing if you can avoid it. I think Lash of Malice is going to be my pick here. There are some black-white cards, so like it looks like black-white could have been opened for me too. Dragon's Approach is terrible. You should never play this card. Lash of Malice is going to be okay, though. I could also take an off-color Campus just to have something to scry with later, but I think I'll take the cheap removal spell. This is basically Shock in black, right? So it's pretty good. Ooh, there we go. Unwilling Ingredient. This is what I was looking for. 1/1 Menace for 1 is fine. And then later you can exile it from your graveyard to draw a card and lose a life. This is exactly what I want with my Village Rites, my Bayou Graph. This is perfect. Nothing else here for me. The black-white duel I would play probably. Flunk. Also Archway Commons. This is the Rupture Spire variant from this set. Totally fine card. Don't know if I'm playing it though. Flunk is good. This always kills a creature. It kills the 2-drop on turn 2 and it kills the 5-drop on turn 5. So I'm going to take Flunk. Yeah, Arrogant Poet's fine, but... Oh, another Unwilling Ingredient. That's perfect. Rise of Extus is okay. Exile a creature and then you exile an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. The second part doesn't come up very often, but the fact that you get to learn is kind of neat. I have not seen any more pest summonings, unfortunately. I'd like to pick up 1 or 2 of those, but I'm just going to take more Unwilling Ingredients for now. Ooh, I'll take this Inkling Summoning. I'll play this one for sure. Or play. I will look to learn and find this card very often, I think. Nothing else here for me. None of these cards are that great. Infuriate's fine if you're a red deck. I don't need any more 4-drops. If you look at my curve, I've got like a bazillion 4-drops, so I'm not looking for Molder and Karok. I think I'll take the Team Pendant. There's a chance this is good for me. Now do I take a Rise of Extus or an Archway Commons? I think I'll take the expensive removal spell because it says learn on it. My mana in this deck is not looking all that bad. None of these cards are that great for me. Star Pupil is good in the white black deck, I think. And I think Make Your Mark is better than most combat tricks. Oh, yeah, Pilgrim of the Ages is good too. Yeah, it looks like there are not very many. No one's playing white black, I don't think. And here's another lower hold Pledge Mage, which I think is good in the red white deck. I'll take the off color Swamp, and I'll do it again, I think. Now I can splash a white card if I open a bomb white card. Seems like my cards are not coming back around like they used to be. Well, there's Galazeth Prismari. 4 mana, 3/4 flyer. When it enters, I create a token or a treasure token, and artifacts can tap to cast instants or sorceries. It's a powerful card. It's very hard for me to splash, so I kind of have to not look at this card. I can't look at Kelpie Guide. There's a duress. Target creature you control does damage equal to its power to target creature planeswalker you don't control. It's either this or... Actually, I think I'll take another Graph. I need some more creatures, I think. Yeah. Culmination of Studies is not going to be where we want to be, I don't think. This card's not going to be great either. Yeah, I don't want to just make a 6/6. Not a ton here for us, unfortunately. I think I'll just take another 4 mana removal spell. And hope that just killing all of their stuff is going to be good enough. Cody the Codex. 3 mana 1/4, you can't cast permanents. Add a bunch of mana when you cast your next spell this turn. Exile cards from the top of your library until you hit an instant or sorcery. This card's just not going to be good enough. Let's see, we've got Necrotic Fumes as an additional cost to cast a spell. Exile a creature you control to exile target creature planeswalker. This is going to be the card I take, I think, as an additional cost to cast it. Sack a creature, and then you can make X 1/1 pests. There's another unwilling ingredient, which I hope wheels, but this is going to be nice to go with some of my bigger creatures. And since I already have a bunch of removal spells, I wasn't as interested in some of those removal spells as I maybe would be otherwise. Claim the Firstborn's a powerful card, obviously. Let's see. We could do Zephyr Boots is good. Gives something flying, and when it deals damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. Another Inkling Summoning. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, I just don't want to be doing that, I don't think. I think I'll just take another Inkling Summoning. I might play one of them in the main. I could take another Arrogant Poet here. It might be what I need, because otherwise I'm taking... Mage Duel is good. I don't really want that. Don't really want that. I don't really want another Rise to Extus. These red-white cards are good. I think I'll take the creature instead of the spell here, because I just need more creatures. This card's fine, but I'm not really in a position to splash. This card's good. Yeah, seems like I'm getting cut on black-green. I thought it was very open earlier, but seems like it's not anymore. Did I take enough cards where I could like cut my green and move into black-white? Is it too late to try that? I probably should have tried that earlier, honestly. Ooh, there's a pest summoning though, so maybe I don't need to. Duress? Probably don't need Duress. I'll just take another Arrogant Poet. Oh, this is still here? This card's good. I think I'd rather have this than a Rise of Extus. But I don't have a lot of ways to learn. Maybe I'll take the other Rise then. Yeah, I probably could have started taking black and white cards to be a kind of a better black-white deck. But I think we're okay. I need one more spell. So what learn things did we get? Did we get any learn things? Just the Rise of Extuses. Then I think I'm gonna go ahead and put Pest Summoning in my main deck. Because I need another spell. I don't, like, this one's totally fine. And it's especially good for kind of what I've got going on in this deck. And then I've got the 2 Inkling Summonings and the Introduction to Prophecy to go and get with the Rise of Extuses. Okay. Oh, what's up with these card sleeves? Weird. Okay. This deck seems good to me. We're just going to try to punch in for some damage early, then kill all their stuff, and punch in for some damage late. Let's go ahead and jump into the first match. It's going to be hard kind of getting back in the right headspace for drafting a gold set like this, right? It's important to like still trying to figure out what color you want to be and where you're supposed to be in the draft pretty early on. I thought that we were supposed to be green-black, but it doesn't look like the green was flowing, and I definitely should have noticed that earlier and moved into black-white. But you know what? We ended up with a pretty good deck still, so this is perfect. Oh, I didn't even look at the basics from this set yet. These basics are sweet. Oh, opponent, no. Faithless Looting's not a good card in Limited. Our Unwilling Ingredient's gonna get going here. This is a 3/3 defender. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it can attack as though it didn't have defender. Get in there with our Unwilling Ingredient, and then just play our Bayou Groff. I think 5/4 beats 3/3. Last time I checked. Are they just flashing back Faithless Looting here? Nope, they're doing nothing. Okay, start off with an attack. What you got, opponent? +3/+1 and gains trample. So we're just trading. And they learn... Oh no. its ability went off. They're going to learn. Enthusiastic Study's probably pretty good because it says learn on it. Yeah. Oh, which one's this? So it's a 4-mana 4/4 because they exiled this and put half of its mana value rounded up. Okay. Would you like to trade with my 4/2? No. I'll use this unwilling ingredient on my end step if I don't need to village write something. Flashing back Faithless Looting, you got it, opponent. This card is not as good in limited as you think it is. I guess our opponent's discarded 4 lands, so it looks pretty good here, but it's not always going to be that good. Attack for 4. You got it. I get to do it again? The combo. And I have Tend the Pests ready. So we'll see what they do here, but if they try to mess with either of my creatures, I get Tend the Pests. Yeah. So see here. Sacrifice this creature. Oops. Creature's gone. Here's 5 pests. I guess I could have village rights also, but this is just fine. I just hit all attack. Because if they do this, I'm just going to village rights the pests that they're blocking, I think. Oh, they're going to shoot this thing? Sure. And then I'll just pick up my troll. And now we're in an amazing spot, obviously. We have removal spells for the Fractal when it comes down. The Rise of Extus too. Yeah, this deck is playing out beautifully. Yep, they have a 4/4. Now we can just do this on that. Attack. They block. They go to 2. Look at this pest also. Can we just all appreciate how adorable the pest is? They're so cute. Okay. Lots of ways to win this game. I think I'll just start by doing this. Go to attacks, hit the attack button, and there we go. Awesome. Our Witherbloom deck looking pretty good out the gates. Let's try to get this, fix this gold issue that we got going on right now. All right. All right. Yeah, this hand's fine. No green mana, but no green spells. We have Flash of Malice to deal with an early threat, and then the troll. Or actually, this isn't a troll. What had I been calling this? Well, whatever this is, we can just sacrifice it to village rights and then get it back later if we need to. And then these help fix our draws later too. This hand looks great. Of course, we draw a green spell right away, but this can be a fine 5-mana play too. Ooh, that's a great card for our opponent. It's very good. And they drew the 3-mana, whatever that is, preordain. Okay, I'm just gonna lash this now. I took 2, but if they had a 3-mana creature that I'd rather lash, I would have rather done that, but they were just locked into casting this card, and that's fine. I'll lead on the Trudge, because this applies a little bit more pressure, and then next turn I can go land, Pest Summoning, hold up Village Rights. 4 mana, 2/2 Death Touch. It dies, put the counters on a creature. Okay. So now the question is, do I just kill that while I can before it can put its tokens on something else? Or its counters on something else? No, I think I'll take this turn and go Pest Summoning. I'll hold up the Village Rights. I'm planning on casting this Village Rights this turn. Okay. Yeah, I think it's still worth it. I'd like to hit some lands here. I want to guarantee my land drops, so there we go. Okay. So let's see. I'll go ahead and attack with the Trudge. Yeah, they're gonna block now. That's fine. It's gonna put its counters on the flyer. I'm just gonna kill the flyer. Then I'll play my 1/1. There we go. Okay. Ooh, and the boots. The boots are good, but they're not gonna do anything right now. I'm gonna kill the flyer again. Get in there. A forest would be excellent. So this turns into a 2/3 flyer now. Okay, we've got a little bit of a game. Our opponent gets to loot every turn. They've got a 2/3. We can't attack with the pest this turn. So now any land's a good draw because we have Rise of Exodus. And a forest is still an excellent draw because the forest lets us go Groff, eat the pest, bring back the Trudge. Or we could just draw none of those cards. I would decline that. I guess we get to campus this turn. Just scry. Yeah, the boots are keeping our opponent in the game. This is a good game so far. Discard a land, yep. More boots, uh-huh. And that's it, okay. We'll scry. Looking for a forest. Perfect. And so I think what we do here is just kill their thing and learn. And then we'll go get our Inkling summoning. Attack with everything. And yeah, we're good to go. Okay. Flying Lifelinker is going to keep our opponent in it for the time being, at least. Oh, kind of. Yeah, Flying Menace. Okay. Let's see. So we can go Groff. Get to attack like this. And then... Oh wait, no. If we do this, we can't do anything else. So I think that means we play the Groff. And then let's just play a 2/1 flyer. It just puts more pressure on the board than waiting. Okay. Well. Sorry, opponent. Sweet. I'm really liking how this deck is playing so far. Seems like all of our commons really came together. And the Unwilling Ingredient really showing its stuff. All right, I think I'm going to play one more match right now, and then I'm going to take a break for dinner, and then I'll come back and finish it up in a second, which will be 0 time for all of you watching, but, you know. All right. E. Lambert 24, let's battle. I go first. Don't mind if I do. Four removal spells, and 2 pests. Hand is great. And drafting decks that just have infinite removal like our deck does is a really good spot to start out in a format. People will kind of, since everyone, including us, right, is just trying to figure out what's the best. Sometimes people will end up with clunkier decks that aren't as synergistic. And just killing all their creatures is a great way to deal with stuff like that. I wouldn't mind just drawing lands for the next 3 turns in a row, basically. The Honor Troll. Uh-oh. Let's see. I think I'll attack with a pest. I can use Lash of Malice to kill the Honor Troll, potentially. I also don't even need to do that. So we'll see. We'll see how this turn goes. Flunk could also potentially snipe it. Now I'll just take 2. I have a bazillion removal spells. I don't really want to lose my dudes if I don't have to. Yet. Such a cutie. Yeah, like, I'd rather... 3 mana, 3/2, it enters, they gain 2. I'd rather just Lash of Malice that. I think I'll still hit for 1. I'll still bluff something. Oh, and actually, I can use Flunk here to save my Pest, can't I? Yeah, because Honor Troll's gonna go to a 0/1, and then the Pest's gonna kill it. I guess maybe they have a Lash of Malice. They'll want to use Lash on my Pest. I don't know. Yeah. Guess so. Okay. Just only lands. Only lands for the rest of the game. That's all I want. I think I need to Village Rites the Pest away to look for lands. If I find a swamp, I can use Mortality Spear this turn. Okay. Well, I think I lose this game now. Yeah. Like, Professor of Zoomancy does let me double block and stay in this game for at least another turn. Okay, this card's fine. Oh. Okay, I was gonna say, if they attack with the Honor Troll, I will absolutely just block it and chump with the Pest. Guess I'm just passing here. I'm gonna use the Mortality Spear to kill the 5/5. I'll take 4. Three's not dead. Yep. Oh my god. I guess when I asked to draw lands for the rest of the game, I needed to be more specific because they have a Red Vexus. Yep. Sounds good. Unfortunate loss there. You know what? That game was quick. That wasn't even a real game. I'm going to play one more right now. 2-1 so far. Going into game 4 with this pretty removal heavy Witherbloom deck. Lol's the goat. Let's battle. Easy mulligan here. Keep 6, put a swamp back. Either put a swamp back or I put the Bayou Groff back. Maybe I put the Groff back since it's a 5-mana spell. No, I'll put a swamp back. Hands like that are hard. Do you put back the land or do you put back the spell that you need? The expensive spell. I imagine turning on Stonebinder's Familiar is going to be pretty tough. Again, Professor of Symbology on curve is pretty good. Oh, since they showed me that they have expanded anatomy, I'm just going to wait on my Lash of Malice. Play a tap land and pass. Sparring Regimen. Oh, this card's gonna kill me. Cool. Yep. You got it. Which one's this? Oh, okay. Well, if they don't have any more creatures, like if they spend this turn just expanded anatomying, nope. No such luck. Yeah, how do we even start to come back from this? At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains vigilance. I think I go ingredient plus Groff here. My opponent's aggro deck is sweet. They've definitely had a really good draw this game. Okay. Yeah, they're hitting me for a bunch, but I'm not dead yet. Luckily, I get to do that. Kill that. Now I get to block the familiar. Lumimancer is pretty bad here. That's not pretty bad here, though. Yeah, if they have a land, they just get to kill me with a Spectre. Oh, that does it too, I guess. Yeah, Sparring Regimen. That's a beating. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, I'm gonna go take a break. I will be back with the rest of the rest of the games, however many there are, with this deck in a little bit. All right, I am back. I've had some dinner, I've had some ice cream, and I'm ready to play some more with this pretty sweet Witherbloom deck. Let us hope that our colors work out a little bit more consistently. Yeah, I think that if we get 2 7-drop or 2 6-drops, it's not really what I was hoping for, but we have 2 early plays, so I think I'm gonna keep this hand. My plan is going to be to play the campus on turn 3 right now, but we'll see if that changes. Nope, that's still the plan. Look at this new background. It's pretty sweet. I'm gonna pay 2 to give it flying. Nice. Guess I'm attacking. I've got Flunk for a follow-up play. I just flunk the Poet? Yeah. Oh, nice. The missing land drops here is great. Or, missing everything is good for me. No land drop, no play. Okay, they found their forest. Ooh, that's a good one. No blocks. Found a removal spell, that's good. Yep, just killed the thing. Attack for 5. Decline. I think this Arrogant Poet's pretty good. It's probably pretty important for the more aggressive black decks. 2/2 reach, okay. And a 2/1 that can put a land on top of their deck. Put a plains on top. Cool. Found a forest. I'm gonna exile their reach creature. And I guess I'll exile their pest summoning. I will go get Inkling summoning. Attack with these two. Pay 2, put them to 2. I'm guessing that's game. Yeah, they killed one of them. That's not good enough. I'll trade this for the 2/1 here. There we go. We had a pretty fortunate draw there, but we really just needed to find anything to play in between turns 3 and 6, and then lands to play both of our expensive spells. And if the game went long, both of our expensive spells were drawing us 2/1 flyers. So we had the long game wrapped up there. We just needed to make sure not to die. This hand's great. I think this card is so good. Just the flavor, the everything about this card's awesome. And look, the flavor text even tells you the best way to use this card. Don't look at me like that. It was either this or being eaten by a Groff. Here's the Groff that likes to eat. Eat the ingredients. And yeah, we're definitely just slamming Graph on an empty board. Ooh, eliminate. Okay. It's a little annoying, but we're fine. 3/1. It can gain flying or lifelink. Okay. Okay, that was an okay draw. I'll go ahead and attack. I'm not gonna pay. I don't mind if they trade. And then we're just gonna draw with Unwilling Ingredient on end step. Then we'll have a removal spell or a creature available. Yep. It's probably still just best to shoot this. Then attack for 2. Leave the ingredient back this turn to block. Land is obviously a great draw. Lets us cast 2 spells next turn. Cool. This turn I'll attack with both. And again, I'm not going to give this flying. And then we'll lead with Arrogant Poet. Then we'll play the Professor of Zoomancy. Actually, no. We'll go Mage Hunter. This is the 3/4. This can attack and block into the Pledge Mage. The Pledge Mage gets to trade up into the Professor. So all attacks here. Not giving these guys flying. They're giving it lifelink. They're at least taking 1 though, so that's good. And they're trading off now since they have lifelink. That makes sense. Just go land a Professor here. I'm gonna go ahead and set a stop on my upkeep. To scry, I think. Yeah, let's scry. I'm glad I did. Okay. Cool. We've got the 4/4 to come down next turn. Ooh, that was a good draw. Oh yeah, these 1/1s get trampled because of the Symmetrist. Oh, and they're dead. And yeah, they were dead on board. If they block the Symmetrist, they take 1 trample, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I've got 5 friends online playing Arena tonight too. This is it's a fun day. It's a good day to be a fan of Magic. All right. let's keep on going. This hand's good. This hand's very good. Go tap land on 1, forest on 2, play poet, play another poet the following turn. And now we have the choice. We can either go poet into poet and play the tap land on 3, or we can play untapped land next turn to get the 4/2 down. We'll see what the board looks like. 2/2 menace. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. I think, well, I'll attack for sure. I'm not gonna give it flying. I'm just gonna go Swamp Trudge. This is a bigger threat. Okay. They get to make a 3/3 and attack. I'll go all attacks here. Ooh, they just take it. Interesting. I'm going Pest Summoning this turn. Next turn, I'm hoping to set up something sweet with Mortality Spear. And a Pest. No blocks. Three trample lifelink, yep. Let's see. Do I attack with the 4/2? I think I probably do. Then I'll just play an Arrogant Poet on defense and pass. So depending on how they attack, we'll decide what I do this turn. But likely I'll be blocking with a Pest. At least one of them. So I can gain life, and then I can shoot something with the Mortality Spear. Yeah, I can just block like this. So I gain 1, they gain life. That gets a counter. Whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcerer spell, put a counter on something you control. Cool. That's a good card. I'm just gonna shoot it. I'm gonna play a land and do this to kill that. Draw my Inkling Summoning, and then I'll go attacking. I'm not giving it flying because I imagine they'd want to block the 4/2. If they're blocking, they're gonna trade with the 4/2, not with the 2/1. Cool. Yeah, we're in a good spot here. Okay. That land means I get to play both the cards in my hand. Cool. Let's attack first and see what they want to do. Nothing. Makes sense. We'll just play out our hand. 4-mana 2/1 flyer. When it enters, you can put an instant or sorcery from your graveyard on top of your library. This card's not very good. I would recommend not playing this card. We definitely just say all attacks here. If they want to kill the Master Symmetrist, they have to double block. Oh, they're just making trades like that? Sure. And that should be it, I think. Cool. Up to gold 1. Nice. Five wins. Very good. Can we get the 7? I think it's possible. Obviously, our deck isn't doing anything particularly powerful, but we've got a couple little pockets of synergy. Like this. This is a nice little synergy. Trudge plus Tend the Pests. That's nice. It's a nice little combo. 2-mana 2/2. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it can't be blocked. Deal. Ooh, Tome Shredder's good. That's a good card. Oh, we just drew Lash of Malice, which is also good. Let's see, what are we doing here? I guess it's probably better just to run out the Pest Summoning this turn, so I can double block, gain some life. Next turn I can... Oh, they missed a land drop and they did nothing? Oh, well, that's good. I'm just going to play the Trudge. Pass the turn. They made a treasure, yep. Dog's going to try to eat that, and I'm going to lash it. Cool. Lash of Malice seems very good in this format so far. Okay. Gotta love them playing their 3/4 haste and then just saying pass. Am I attacking with this? I think so. Cool. I'll trade the Professor for the 3/4 if they give me the option. They didn't, but I would have. So this, you have to pay 2 more to target it with things. I think I'm just gonna flunk the Seer and attack with everything. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Done. Let's see, what am I doing? I'm casting this, I'm just trying to decide what I'm casting it on. Probably just best to kill the 4/4. Yeah. Oh yeah, this just is lethal. Okay. I'm liking this Tend the Pests. It's been pretty sweet the couple times we've played it. That was awesome. That was a cool little sequence there. Alright. I think that takes us to match point here. Yep. Win the game, get into Platinum. Lose the game. Still a very respectable 6-3 with this deck. Cool. I think I'm happy either way. Now, I know a lot of people are really excited for Historic now. Now that all those Mystical Archive cards are coming to Historic. I've seen a lot of Storm decks. I've seen a lot of like Time Warp taking turns decks. I'd love to know what's gonna be good. Yeah, this hand looks good. If I ever find a green source, I can just play the Graph and eat the frog, but otherwise the frog is gonna get in there. Ooh, Eye Witch is good too. When it dies, learn. I think I'm just gonna run out the Poet this turn. Next turn I'll go for the Graph, I think. Oh no, my Graph. My Goyf is getting Inquisitioned. Yep. Thoughtseize Bug. Okay, we'll attack. Yep. They get to grab one of their summonings that they have. Probably. And then we're going to have Graph eat the ingredient and play a tap land. Oh no, they just looted. They discarded this card? This card's so good. Opponent, this is how you win games. What are you doing? Especially since they had this 3/1 in their hand. I don't know what my opponent's thinking. Each player loses 2, you draw 2 cards. I don't want to use Flunk on this thing because it's going to be really easy to kill. Like this Poet trades with it, for example. I think that I can find something more interesting to do with Flunk. Like, see, Flunk's gonna kill that. I think I'll attack. I think here I actually am gonna pay 2 life. Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm good with that. I just have 2 more removal spells in my hand, and I can activate the Campus to Scry if they don't do anything, so... Yeah, these things do add up, but... Unfortunately for my opponent, I have 7 damage on board. 9 damage with the Lash of Malice. Nice! Awesome. Not a bad... not a bad result for my first draft of the format. I hope that if you decided to watch this video, you enjoyed. I'm excited to dive in and try a couple more archetypes. I'll be recording more videos and doing more drafts. I'm excited. This is going to be good. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.